Good morning, this is Beldragos from the Chili server, featuring the Sprout Pack. I would like to ask everybody to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and make comments below in the section. Also, invite your friends to the YouTube channel so they can watch my video also. I really want to hear your comments, and let me know what you think. You have to pardon me, this is the third time I'm recording the video. First time I accidentally deleted the files. Second time I forgot to have a cord plugged in. Was a little bit frustrated. So let's try this from the beginning. Back to the blood area. I took and finished the blood altar. Took and added 2 more beacons. Filled in the bottom rung and some extra ones. They don't have the mod Blood Magic updated to include tier 6, so nothing's going to be done other than having it completed to the point where we need to get the demonic crystals. So we're kind of stuck on that. I replaced the Rituals of Self-Sacrifice with the Rune of Sacrifice. That means any creatures killed, I'd get the mana from. I get the extra blood from instead of myself. All I need is some way to spawn massive amount of mobs and to kill them. And of course, there's a way to do that. The mod also contains something called rituals. And this handy little tool is called the Ritual Diviner. I'll show you how to make it quick. Let me grab the recipe. First you have to make a Ritual Diviner out of diamonds, sticks, and then elemental inscription tools, which, for example, the earth, you throw obsidian in. The altar, air, you put a gas tier, so you can see it's kind of expensive. Fire, put a magma cream, and for water, you put some lapis lazuli. To make a dusk, which you're going to need for the higher level, you also need some demonic slates, your original Ritual Diviner, and some elemental inscription tools, which is blocks of coal in the blood altar. Need 2 of those. Once you craft those together, you get your Ritual Diviner. With the Ritual Diviner, you just click shift to go through the different rituals. Right click to go one way, left click to go other. The Well of Suffering is what I'm using underneath this. I'll show you quick. Oh, lag spike. It's my computer, not the server. What's happening is the sound engine, that's part of the mob, is crashing and updating. Okay, here we are underneath the altar. You can see the bottom of the blood altar up there. This is the Master Ritual Stone. When you make a ritual, you put the Master Stone, and then you just right click it. Once you have their ritual you want, just shift right click it and hold it down. There'll be green sparks, and it'll automatically place the ritual stones, which you have to have in your inventory until it is completely done. If there's something in the way, it may tell you. If you try to start a ritual, initiate the ritual before you are done, it'll tell you that there's something in the way. I don't have it on me. Let me show you what it looks like. Whoops. At BL blood. There is... where is it? That's the blood shard. Right here. Weak activation crystal, which is a lava crystal dropped into your pool, your altar. Lava crystals made with 3 lava buckets, some glass, obsidian, a diamond, and then your blood orb. You get your orb back, of course. And that's how you make your activation crystal. You right click the ritual stone with your activation crystal. You right click the ritual stone with your ritual diviner, and it will place everything for you. You use activation crystal, you right click it with that, and it'll initiate the ritual, taking some of your mana out of your mana pool. This is extremely profitable if you want mob drops. I filled up all 9 chests in one day. I'm gonna have to find a way to either turn this into quick easy cash. Skeleton heads, cool. More nether stars. TNT. Too bad Etho isn't on the server. He'd love the TNT. But way this goes, it produces more blood than I can use. Down here in the end, here, let me pop this out of, is where I condense all my will, crystallize it into these crystals. This demonic will aura gauge, which is it's easy to make. I'll find the recipe for you in just one moment. Right here, which is a piece of gold, redstone, any demonic will crystal, and yellow stained glass in the Hellforge. You need put in a gem with at least 400 will, and it'll use 50 of the will. What it does, it puts the display in the corner, and it shows you how much will of that type is in the room, in the chunk. All the will empowers a single chunk. Down here is where the killing happens. I've got another room. Here, let me turn the light on. Full of critters. For here, I want the creatures to die. The ritual is doing 1 point a turn. And if they happen to be... I don't want to go in there and blow anything up. If they happen to be on the spike, it'll help reduce their damage. It'll kill them quicker. Whenever a creature dies in the chunk, the ritual that I have on the ceiling up there will cause the damage, and when they die, it'll put their will into the chunk. Turn this back off. Up here, as the will goes in the chunk, it'll form on these crystals. Down here, I have the ritual that will take... I left the space in case the ritual stopped working. I can reinitiate it. The ritual will take the offshoots that grow on these, break it off automatically, and drop it to the floor. The vacuum chest will pick them up and keep it in the inventory. This is an input routing node. It takes stuff from the inventory and it inputs it into the routing, into the network that they have included in with the Bloodstone mod, Blood Magic mod. It goes through this master routing node down into these. Have everything set up. Here, let me go over here. So that when it comes in here, priority 1, it it filters a crystal out the west side, which is into the Demon Crucible. When there's 64 of them in here and will not hold anymore, it'll go to priority 2 and send them up into the drawer. And where any of the extra will overlap into here. Now, if you take Demonic Will and put it in the Crucible, it'll burn the Demonic Will and put it into the atmosphere. The amount of Demonic Will needed to form an offshoot is less than what you get from cooking it in the Crucible. So, therefore, you can, in theory, create more and more and more. I've got a little bit saved up here. Let me throw these, actually, let me just literally throw these out. They get sucked in, and you can see that it took and placed it into here. And in the upper corner, the very top row started filling up. A crystal formed as it's dropping, and it's being taken up, and eventually it'll get fed back in. Now we'll let that cook for a while, so we've got a source of Demonic Will. Let's come back here. I've set up some coal to feed automatically into a resonator to turn it into red coal. The power from the red coal is going into this basic capacitor bank. I took and made 9 of them. Couldn't afford to make the higher grade ones. So as you can see, each red coal produces over 28K of RF at 20 RF per tick. If I had some octadic capacitors, which I will make next, and put it in here, it'll increase 700%. So it'll turn out 7 times energy that it is. That will make things really nice for me. I'm going to need additional. The last thing I was going to do is I was going to show you how to make the Chaos Essence. Empower the Chaos Essence. For that, I'm going to have to get... Where'd this come from? I'm going to have to get some stuff. Like I said, this is the 3rd time I'm doing this. Let me drop some stuff off. I need to go back and grab the materials I need. First things first. Back to the hidey hole. I need a couple of these. Some of that. Let's condense everything else. I need 2 of these. Actually, I'll grab a couple of each. That'll be enough for 4 of those. I need do I have enough? No, I don't. Looks like I gotta do a little bit of harvesting while you're with me. I have, yes, about 200 blocks to the south of me, ironically, I have a bunch of ice. I need some ice for this recipe. Yikes, too close. Come on. Do more. How many did I get? Oh, that should be plenty now. Yeah, I have a little ice village not far away. Really not far away. You're already at my place. Okay, as I was saying. You take four of these, clear grid. Here's what we're looking for. Chaos Node Mover. Need 4 of the Ender Crystals, which I just made. Need the Chaos Core, which is a block of quartz, and 4 Enriched Chaos. You get your Enriched Chaos by empowering it. Put 1 in the middle, 1 on one of these, put 2 redstone, and a glowstone. It's actually quite quick. And you got 4 of them out of there. Let's make another set. One, two, three. I'm gonna keep this set up. I'm not exactly sure where. I will like your opinions. I think this area back here would be an excellent area to run some power cables and get these set up. Get these everything nice and buried. And this is just temporary made for the video. I want your opinions in the comments, saying where you think they would be best. I'm also going to replace, this is just iron bars as a temporary fence. I have something in mind I'm going to take and make using the Chisel and Bit mod, an actual railing, which I think is going to look really nice. So that is just a temporary. I would like your suggestions on what we should make for the walls. It's necessary. But first, let's get a block of quartz. And 4 nodes. There we have a Chaos Core. We need nether shards are made by Ender Essence, Enriched Chaos, and another star. All we need is the nether star. Okay, got the nether star. Got 4 for the Ender Essence, and for the Enriched Chaos, made 24 nether shard, which 4 of them are needed with the Ender Frost. 1, 2, 3, 4. To make the Chaos Mover, which is empty. Let's find some chaos. I know there's one. I remember seeing it out here when I was making the road. I'll teleport back once I find it. I think it was by the tree over the hill up here. Yeah, it was by the tree. This tree right here. Somewhere up in here. There it is. I'm going to have to find a bunch of these. You just right click on it to get it in your inventory. Let's teleport back. And when you want to place it, oh, wrong way, sorry about that. You just right click in the place you want it. It's that easy. And like I said, this is the third time I've made this, so I've actually have 2 other ones that I collected for the other videos, which I will use to place right here, and one right up here in the middle. Eventually when I'm done, I'll have a whole ring of sparklies. That'll be constantly fixing all my equipment damage. Now, to recharge these, because it says it's spent, you have to put it in a crafting table, and then to the right and left, you put one of these nether shards. You cannot put 2 of them because they don't stack.